That morning started quietly. The house felt unusually still, even the cat slept longer than usual. I spent too long choosing a towel, as if it mattered, and walked across the creaking floor to the bathhouse, feeling oddly light, as if sensing something ahead. He was already there. My son. The same boy I used to cradle in my arms. But now, tall, silent, with eyes that held something unfamiliar. Mature. We sat in silence at first. The steam slowly wrapped around everything, blurring the lines and turning the sauna into a timeless little world. He poured more water on the stones. I felt the heat brush my skin, and something inside me tensed. "Remember how scared you used to be?" I asked, trying to break the silence. He smirked. His voice was deeper now, with a tone I hadn't noticed before. "And you're still the same," he murmured. Then came the birch branch. A gentle sweep along my back. At first, just warmth, familiar, almost maternal. But then, it shifted. Like something unseen had turned a hidden dial. We both felt it. I turned. He was looking at me. Not as a son. And I looked away, too late. Something in the air changed. Not the steam. Not the heat. Something deeper. I stood up. "That's enough for me today," I whispered. "Just a bit too warm." But it was a lie. It wasn't the heat. It was the storm inside. The look in his eyes. And the shameful, nameless thing that stirred in my chest, the kind of feeling a mother should never have. I'll take a short pause. Let me know in the comments where you're listening from, and if anything even slightly similar has ever happened in your life. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss what's next. Now, I continue. I tried to forget that night in the sauna. Scrubbed it from my mind like a stubborn stain on a favorite shirt, one that never truly comes out. But it clung to me in the most mundane moments: morning coffee, a few water drops on my skin after a shower, the way he looked at me during lunch. I couldn't sleep. My husband lay beside me, breathing steadily. Peacefully. But I wasn't at peace. Not because of him. Because of me. Because my mind had stopped obeying me. He, my son, started staying home more often. His glances lingered longer than they should have. We didn't talk about it, but it hung in the air. Every silence between us was too heavy. Every accidental brush of hands, every shared space too close. Like a taut string on the verge of snapping. But the night everything changed didn't come from his direction. My husband was away, work trip. The house felt hollow. I lay in bed, scrolling through my feed, just to distract myself. Then suddenly, the screen lit up. A name. A memory. Daniela. An old friend. A very old one. The kind you think about when your world quietly falls apart. "Can't sleep?" he wrote. I didn't reply right away. Then. No. Just thoughts. Just the night. He knew how to talk to me. He knew what buttons to press. And I was just too tired of pretending to be okay. We wrote for hours. I didn't even notice how night turned to early morning. Then came the message. "What if I was there with you?" I wanted to say, "Don't," but my fingers typed something else. Then nothing would go as planned. And it didn't. An hour later, he was at my doorstep. The house was silent. And I let him in. Not because it was right. But because I couldn't keep pretending anymore. The morning was too quiet. I woke with the unsettling feeling of being watched, but there was no one in the room. Just soft light through the curtains and a faint scent of someone who had been there, but left too early. I walked barefoot into the kitchen, holding a mug filled more with thoughts than coffee. And then I saw it, a folded piece of paper on the table. The handwriting was unmistakable. His. My son's. At first, I froze. A single thought pulsed in my head: don't read it. But my hand moved on its own. My fingers trembled as I opened the letter. And what I read shattered me from the inside. He didn't write about me. Not about himself either. He wrote about him. My husband. About how he had seen him in another city, when he was supposedly on a business trip. About the photos. Faces. Touches. About the woman, and she wasn't the only one. About bank transfers under fake names. Secret apartments. My son hadn't planned to follow him. At first, it was just a strange suspicion. Then clues. Then proof. I read the letter again and again. There was only one page, but in my head, it unfolded like an entire novel. And then I realized, the sauna wasn't the beginning. Daniela wasn't a mistake. None of this was just about desire. It was about the emptiness we were all trying to fill. My husband, with strangers. Me, with words not meant to be written. And my son, he just wanted someone in this house to finally tell the truth. Maybe that's why he left the letter on the table. He wanted me to know. And now I did. And nothing could ever be the same again. None of us were playing the old roles anymore. And I finally understood, the real pain wasn't in what happened. It was in the silence that had hidden everything for years. Share in the comments what you think about this story. Have you ever had moments in life when everything turned out to be completely different from what it seemed? Your thoughts and personal stories truly matter to me. I read every single one. If you appreciate this kind of storytelling, subscribe and leave a like so you don't miss the next gripping chapters. Take care. And may your day be calm and clear. To let me know you listened to the end, write in the comments, silence says more.